Hey everybody, thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Listen, here's another really quick video about getting yourself outside of the box and also looking at situations, specifically challenges, as an opportunity to create. Not just create, but to create with full intention of using your power. What is your power? It is the power for you to speak exactly what you want. Also, your power is to accept that you came into this world with a specific set of skills, okay? And part of those skills involving you knowing that you are a God. Okay, knowing that you are a goddess, however you want to put it, knowing that you are the universe, you are the source, that you are, if you are part of a religion and you're watching this, you are that source that you are praying to. Okay, you are that, which means you can create whatever you want from scratch. And so in the video that I did, excuse me, before this one, I talked about challenges and viewing them as the opportunity to create, specifically challenges, those situations that are difficult to deal with, that are, a logical mind wants to analyze and try and figure out, okay, why is this happening? What did I do wrong? Okay, who did I piss off? Was this karma? Blah, blah, blah. And like I mentioned yesterday in the video, when you can change your perspective, when you can go inside, go internal to remember who you are, your power will let you know that you can use the energy from the guilt, you can use the energy from all of those, quote, negative feelings that will come up when you are dealing with a difficult situation. You can take that same energy and alchemize that to create exactly what you want. Now, what I want to remind you is that when you are creating, you have to know that part of going through a challenging situation is that there's an opportunity to get you to understand and to know that you can become something else. What do I mean by that? Sometimes our lives get shaken up. Sometimes our lives get, I'll just say, shifted, because we have created this permanent, lasting identity for ourselves. Whether that came from outside influences, whether that came from us telling ourselves what we should or should not do, or how we should act or how we shouldn't act, what we should say, what we shouldn't say. Regardless, part of that shakeup gets us to break down that identity, to get us to realize, okay, wait a minute, I can be something else. I can try on another identity. Or the identity or the parts of me that I ignored because I thought that those were negative traits of me, I can start to embrace those parts of me. So, for example, let's say that you are a person who, you may not like people. You may not like being around people. You may not be, the warm and, fuzzy type. If you are introduced to someone, you're very, you may be very stoic, and it just may be, hey, how are you? And that's it. Let's say that you're a person that does not like small talk. Well, all this time, you may have viewed that as a negative thing. However, that is an aspect of you that you can use to create the life that you want. Who said it was negative? Who said it was negative that you don't like small talk? Who said it's negative that upon meeting a person that you're not cheery and, oh hey, let's exchange numbers and all of that? No. Who said that that was negative? So I know that that's a small example, but that's part of what I'm talking about. So perhaps it's not stepping into another identity, you're just evolving. And part of evolving is to start to consider those traits and aspects of yourself that you push to the side for whatever reason. We could get into those reasons, which would make this video a lot longer than what I planned for. But, maybe I'll save it for another time. But I just want to remind you, you are powerful. Part of the shakeup that's happening into your life is to get you to go within and say, okay, how can I evolve? Because number one, you can. We are expansive human beings. And you've heard me say this before. We are so expansive, it's just our logical mind can't even make sense of it. Okay, our logical mind will never be able to make sense of it, but our soul understands. All right. And so who said that we had to stay in this specific way of expressing ourselves and being a certain way in our lives? Who said that we had to do that? So again, going back to any type of shakeup or anything that feels uncomfortable that's occurring in your life, sometimes that happens to get you to say, okay, wait a minute. I can evolve. I can expand. I can become fully expressed. I can become this powerful God. Now that may be a little heady for some of you guys, or maybe a little too esoteric, but I said before that I'm going to start talking about spirituality even more and how it relates to us creating the life that we want and tying it into being creative and tying that into how we use our voice, literally our voice, to create. So I just want to drop that on you today. Know that you can expand, and you can allow for your identity to become more. Look at this as an opportunity for the layers to be peeled back on who you are so you can be fully expressed. All right. So thank you for listening once again. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, hit the notification bell so that you know when I drop a new video. Also, I said this in the last video too, but I just want to remind you, I'm thinking about making shorter videos. And by shorter, I mean less than 10 minutes, maybe topping it out at 8 minutes. Because again, I want to deliver these messages in digestible amounts, and for it to make sense. But I want to make sure that I'm getting the message across in enough time. There may be some messages that may take me, longer to get across than others. I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think about that idea. Also, I'm thinking of doing some lives, maybe some scheduled lives, maybe twice a month. Nothing really scheduled. I'm not the type of person that likes a schedule unless I create it. So anyway, also, if you're a reader of novels, if you're a reader of mysteries, thrillers, check out part of my art collective are my novels. So I've written 2 novels. The link is in the bio. The description of the 2 books and the whole story is on the page. So just click that link that is it's in the description on this video. And yeah, so until next time, cheers.